What's up? Okay, somebody told me I could share this to everybody that I am friends with on Instagram, and so that's what I'm gonna try to do real quick. Hey, Ellen, how are you? Thank you for joining. Hey, Joseph. Hey, Detrick. Hey, Ellen. How's everybody? Thank y'all. Great. Oregon, you already. Thank you, Ellen, for starting us off with that. Y'all drop where y'all are tuning in from, okay? I want to see where my peoples are at, all right? So drop the city, state, whatever you feel comfortable with where you're tuning in from, please. So Ellen is tuning in from Oregon. Greetings, Ellen. I appreciate you for tuning in yet again, and everybody else for tuning in. Absolutely, Joseph. Let's definitely get it this week. So, y'all, welcome to Dear Future Husband. Yet again, another week. Alan, I saw that black horse that you posted. She's beautiful. I think it's a she. She's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So, yeah, I'm kind of jealous that you're sitting at the ranch, you know. But anyways, y'all, welcome to another week of Dear Future Husband. And this week I am going to speak with Joseph Chapman. And I'm going to bring him on in a minute. As you know, I do this every single week. Thursdays, 7 p.m. I am your favorite attorney by day and your hostess with the mostest every Thursday night, right? We can all agree, right? Yes, we can. Again, for those that are new or those that are just joining, please drop where you're tuning in from. I love to see where my people are coming from, where they're tuning in from. Hey, Steph. Hey, John. Hey, Jumbo32. Hey, Joseph. Yes, this week we are talking about Dear Future Husband. I sing a cappella what I could have just said, right? So we can all agree at this point in time that I do the most, right? And I'm a little extra, especially with the person that I'm dating. And so I like to give them a little razzle dazzle in their lives, right? So I'm going to sing whatever comes to my spirit at that moment. I'm going to dance. I will put together a dance routine. Make them sit down and watch. I mean, the whole nine, right? It's a whole, I'm a one-stop shop, right? And so I'm going to put on a show. And so I thought that title was very appropriate for my next guest because he's in the music industry, right? And as many of y'all know, I do entertainment law. So I'm also dealing with a lot of these people in the music industry, labels, DJs, producers, artists, right? And so there's something to be said about trying to date while in the entertainment industry. And I just thought that he was a good person to talk about that with. So real quick, we got from Texas to Atlanta. Hey, Salcido, Attorney Salcido, how's it going, mama? We got Alan from San Antonio. I know we got some Houston folks in here, you know, so we got Oregon. And we have another San Antonio. So we are going to bring on Joseph, and let's just get right into it. Joseph got some good, juicy stories. He got a lot of things to talk about. I have a lot of questions, so let's just get him on. So let me see. Now, Joseph, I didn't see. Let me see if I can get you on here because there's no request to join. So, this way. Okay, so y'all, again, everybody that tuned in, Detrick, everybody, thank you for tuning in. Joseph, I was like, it's your feet, buddy. It's your feet.
Yeah, I'm here chilling in the pool room over here chilling.
Oh, okay, you're chilling in the pool room. So it's a little loud over there. Whatever, I
Just
don't know if it's the wind or
1 second.
locals.
Hold on. All right,
Because you're giving me life luxury right now, and I'm not even mad at you.
that's better.
Yeah, that's a lot better. Thank you. DMV. Hey, John from the DMV tuning in. So we got a couple of people from a little bit of everybody from everywhere. We got Austin, Texas in the house, your trendy lawyer. So we got people from everywhere. So, Joseph, let's just jump into it, okay?
I'm not ready.
And y'all, so just to let you guys know, me and Joseph are friends, and we have these conversations. Like, these are real life conversations that we have often.
Yeah.
On a regular basis, right? So this is going to be really, really good because we talk like this normally anyway, right? So let's just jump into it, Joseph. Let's talk about, I guess, first starting off with dating in the industry. What has
All right,
been
let's go.
your what has been your experiences?
Well, I've been in the music industry for almost like 20 years now. It'll be in 2023, like it'd be 20 years or whatever. So, been in the industry since like 17, 18,
Mm-hmm.
being young in it and also trying to find my way in life. I would say that the most difficult thing is, dealing with a woman that's insecure. You know what I'm saying? The
Mm, yeah,
insecurity and the jealousy, right?
yeah.
So, so me, I would say that, when a man is on his purpose, and he meets someone off the rip, you should be transparent, with like whatever endeavor that you're doing, whether you're, working a full-time gig, a 9 to 5, like entrepreneur music,
Mm-hmm.
just be honest on like what you're doing. So
Right,
the person can either be like, yes, I can deal with you, or no, I can't deal with you,
right.
or you my speed, you my type, or you're
Not
not my
right,
type based
right.
on based on how you choosing to pursue your dreams or your goals or whatever. So I can say that I've had a lot of bad experiences with women when it comes to pursuing my dreams in the industry for sure.
And that's okay. So there's two parts to that that I can see. Right. There's the
Okay.
number one of having bad experiences with women while you're just trying to pursue your dream. Hard stop.
Right.
Full stop. Right. Whether you're in the industry or not, just because I've been told by several men lots of different stories about that, right? Which is
Right.
very interesting to me. And then trying to pursue your dreams or pursuing your dreams while in the industry. So let's talk about why you think, because you said the main thing is insecurity with women.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is
Yeah.
that? What does that look like? What have you ran across?
All right, so I'm gonna just give you an example. So this was back in 2005. I was about 20 years old. I moved to Atlanta with my son's mom, but he wasn't born yet. So like like we were still young or whatever. And at the time, her sister was dating platinum producer Chino Dollar, who managed Young Jock. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Chino Dollar and Jock out in the A or whatever. They're my bros or whatever.
And
So
Chino. Okay.
so, at the time, the Going Down single was about to blow up, and Jock would eventually sign to Bad Boy or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, in preparation of the single, blowing up, I was like a young protege, and my mentor was like showing me the game, like giving me knowledge or whatever, and like we would have to be out all night, 4, 5, 6 in the morning
Yeah.
promoting the single. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And at the end of the day, I was gonna sign to the label and get that same exposure. So um so it was a situation where we would come home like, late 5, 6 in the morning promoting. Wasn't no infidelity, wasn't no cheating or nothing going on. It was just straight business.
Hustle. Right.
Come home, sleep for an hour, man. I get water poured in my ear. You know what I'm saying? Water dashed on me. You know what I'm saying? So all that type of stuff right there. And then so my thing of it is, I'm like, man, you being jealous and insecure based off what another man did to you. You can't be, you know what I'm saying? So I just felt like, like those situations and trying to come to events and start fights and
Oh.
all that type of stuff. You know
Oh.
what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
for me, I'm just like, hey, whatever baggage that you're dealing with internally that caused you to have these flare ups of this insecurity and jealousy, I didn't do it. So at the end of the day, I went through that situation for a couple of years or whatever, hoping that she would change. But at the end of the day, I had my breaking point, and I had to part ways with that, because I'm feel like, like anything, toxic that's going to be a hindrance to my success or my goals, I got to back away from it. You know what I'm saying?
And I can absolutely feel that. And the reason I can absolutely feel that is because, like I told everybody else, I'm an entertainment attorney, and you know that.
Right.
But there may be some that don't. And so I find myself when I'm meeting a guy having to now, and this is like a newfound thing that I realized that that I started doing, right? So I'm finding myself saying, hey, I'm an entertainment attorney that looks a little
Right.
differently because I feel like, number one, I'm an entertainment attorney. So I'm not a criminal attorney. I'm not a family law attorney. My hours are not 9 to 5,
Right.
right? Mine look a little different. And so people already have what they're going to think about what an attorney does anyway and what our hours are. And then
Mm-hmm.
I'm throwing entertainment on top of there. So I tell guys like, hey, I do entertainment law, and that means that sometimes my office may be at the club, right? Like sometimes I'm going
Right.
to a club. Sometimes
Right.
I have an event, and it's usually in the evening. So I'm
Right.
not just going to court and then coming home and that's the end of my day. No, I
Yeah.
am. My day starts taking place at night, you know, as I'm going to listening parties and all that. Are you good with that? Because it's a male
Yeah.
dominated industry, right? And
Yep.
some dudes just are real insecure is what I'm finding out, because it's males too that can be
Yeah.
insecure
Yep.
and can be jealous, right? And I'm finding
Yep.
that a lot of them
Absolutely.
are insecure and, you know, got a problem with that. I had a dude that I was dating tell me, I don't understand why you just can't work a regular 9 to 5. I prefer that you just clock in somewhere and then clock
Right.
out, because I don't like all this hustle and grind you got going on.
Wow.
Well,
Wow.
that ain't what I do, you know?
Right.
And you know
Right.
that, Joseph. You know, I've judged for one of your events at night.
Yep.
So I have to,
Yep.
that's part of my hustle. That's part of my grind. That's how I get my name out there to these artists, right? Um,
Absolutely. Yep.
and so I
Absolutely.
completely understand that insecurity and that jealousy. And then the fact that I have to lead with that is just crazy to me.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yep. You're right.
But yeah, so insecurity and jealousy is a really big thing. Do you try to explain to them what you do?
Yeah. So I'm very transparent off the rip because I feel like, communication off the rip saves me time, it saves you time, and honesty is the best policy. So for me, I tell them like, not only am I a CEO of my own label, like I'm the president and founder of a nonprofit organization in San Antonio with the children's shelter. I'm a comic book creator. Like I also work, 8 to 5 from home for the government doing data entry or whatever. So I'm a busy man. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm just like, hey, you either want a broke man or a busy man, or a man that's on his purpose, that put God first and it just focus. So you're gonna either add value to that, or you're gonna kick rocks and keep it moving. Because at the end of the day, I'm gonna be good whether you hear it or not. You know what I mean? And that's my thing or whatever. So I just feel like, transparency is key. And at the end of the day, the same thing with you being a lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
A man has to understand that and be like, all right, well, she's beautifully attractive, but her mind is attractive, her grind is attractive. So sometimes I feel like, well, maybe I don't just need no regular 9 to 5 woman. Like maybe I need me a entrepreneur type woman because she already
He
understands.
understands, yeah, that hustle and that grind. Because, like you said, as an entrepreneur, that's different, right? There's
Yeah,
nobody
it
handing
is.
me a check every 2 weeks after I put in 40 hours. That's not how any of this works, right? And
Yeah,
so, as an entrepreneur, you have to market, you have to network, you have to, pass out business cards.
all
Like you're steadily
Yep,
on the grind
yep,
one way or another. And you're
yep,
right. Like it takes a special person to either accept that, if they're like a 9 to 5
yep,
person, or they need to also be an entrepreneur and
yep.
so that they can understand the ground. And I'm a serial entrepreneur, as you are as well, right? So
Oh yeah,
it's
for
not just
sure.
one stream of income I got going on. It's several of them, right?
Plethora, for sure.
Right. So
Absolutely.
that keeps
Yep,
you busy, and
yep.
it may keep you busy at night. So look, John says that's crazy. It is crazy, John. And Miss Attorney Agent. So Miss Attorney Agent is also an
Yeah.
attorney. She's an NFL agent and an attorney.
Oh wow.
And so yeah, so
Salute.
she says a
Salute.
regular
Shout
nine to
out.
five.
Salute.
No, sir. That's right.
Salute. Shout out.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
sure.
like that's not a thing. Yeah, I do things regular, during the day regularly, but listen, I'm making appearances at events in the evening,
Right.
and then I got things going on. So, anyways, that's kind of what I've dealt with and what I've seen as well. And a dude
Right.
asked me, he was like, "What do you mean? Like, you're not a bottle girl, are you?" And that's before he realized I was an attorney. And I was like, "No, I'm an attorney." So
Oh wow. That's
I am
crazy.
not a bottle girl.
Right.
No disrespect to the bottle girls, hey, but that's not what I do, right?
Yeah.
And
Right.
so that was definitely a thing that I've had to discuss recently. I'm
Right.
always putting guys on like, hey, this is what I do. Are you good with that? So
Yeah.
do you
But
try
at the
to, I
end
know
of the
you,
day, like I want to touch on that too. So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like if you shouldn't have to modify, compromise your life
right.
for anybody. They're gonna accept you for you. And if anybody try to come into your life and try to change you for who you are, then they ain't with you anyway. They ain't riding for the cause, you know what I'm saying? Because if I can't be me 100% and you can't accept me for that, I ain't compromising for nobody, you know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is, you know what I'm saying? So like, you can't accept me for the man that I am and everything that I got going on. Like I said, like a real woman go stand on 10 and add value to that, not take away from that, and vice versa. Right. A man supposed to do the same thing. All right, look, I accept you for who you are, so maybe we can compromise. I can't give you all my time, but I'll try to put forth effort to, you know, meet you halfway. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I was gonna ask you, Joseph, because you did say you're a really busy man. So I was gonna ask you, you know, do you if you find somebody that you're really into, do you try to make that time, and what does that look like?
Like I said, it's spare time. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a busy man. You feel me? And being single for almost, you know, 2 years now. Like it'll be 2 years in January. So, you know, I had to wholeheartedly, you know, remove myself from the whole dating scene or the shacking up or cohabitating and playing house. And I removed myself from that equation so I could actually, you know, focus on myself and build myself into who I needed to be. And like I said, like them past situations, I just felt like, you know, I'm pouring in, you want pouring back in. So I'm like, you know, like, it's just like you pouring water on dead flowers, because if we trying to grow, it's like one stream. So if it's like if we both on the same channel, but it's static, then it's not gonna transpire properly, whatever. So for me, I could say within this whole, like, you know, single period that I've been on, I could say there's probably just like one woman that said, hey, well, I understand you, I accept you for you, and I can add value to your life, and I can deal with a man like you to lead me into prosperity. You know what I'm saying? Okay. You know, so I was like, wow. I was like, well, that's a first, because I've never heard that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, as she explained to me, she understands I'm a man of God and my purpose comes first. I treat my life like my wife. You know what I'm saying? My life is my wife, and my life is like a newborn baby, so I nurture it. You feel me? So at the end of the day, I gotta nurture me before I nurture a relationship. You know what I'm saying? And basically, like in these days, it ain't really worth it anyway. Like unless you got a plan or you got pure intentions to actually grow with somebody. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's wrong. It ain't no pure intention. Just take, and don't want to give nothing. So, you know, that's just what it is. You know?
If we're not trying to grow together, like, what is we doing, baby? Like, I don't understand. Like, I'm at this age now. Right. I'm at the age now where anybody that I'm considering dating is for long term. Like, I'm looking to get married. I'm looking to build with somebody. I'm looking to, you know, grow with somebody, right? I'm looking to have a family unit with somebody. And so there's no way that I'm just out here just looking to just, you know, shoot the shit. I mean, like,
waste time with time wasters and time takers. You know what I'm saying? Fakers and shakers and pump fakers, man. We ain't got time for that, man. Kick rock.
Got time for that.
Like, ain't got time for no pump fakers, man. For real, for real.
We sure don't. And especially when you have a lot on your plate, right? And so I like what you said about putting forth effort. Everybody putting forth effort, you know, is coming from, because I've touched on that on another show as well. Effort is major. And what I'm finding out here is that these men, because I can only speak from my experience.
Right, absolutely.
Want me to pour into them while they sit back and be, you know, and do absolutely nothing. And I'm not, it has to be mutual. Like, I want to be taken out on dates. I want, you know, to be bought a thoughtful gift, absolutely. You know, things of that nature. What has been your experiences with any of that?
Well, I'm gonna add to that: reciprocation, appreciation, and communication. If it ain't that, it's devastation. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? That's it. Got to be all that. If they ain't trying to do that, it's devastation. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like this, you know, apply pressure. If you apply pressure, I'm apply pressure. It should be mutual. It shouldn't be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Because if I'm jumping out the window, you jumping off the roof. So we both jumping. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I see it. You know what I'm saying? And if we both, like, if we gonna jump in the ocean, we gonna jump in there together. Like, it ain't gonna be no oh, well, you gonna be on the edge watching me jump in, swimming around sharks. Now, we ain't doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like that's what it is. It ain't really, people ain't got no pure intentions. And if you really applying pressure, like a man know when a woman really feeling him, and a woman know when a man is really feeling her. Like it's the effort. You know what I'm saying? But if they both know that they're busy and they're on their grind and their purpose, they're not gonna try to distract them from their purpose. Like they're gonna fuel that with understanding, with compromise,
Yeah.
with the ability to be like, all right, you know what? Well, this person is on their grind. Like, why would I try to distract them or be all, like antagonize them or like turn them down? Oh, well, you ain't spending enough time with me. Yeah. Like, man, because me, I'm like this. I'm very busy. So at the end of the day, I like to stay busy. I'm like, if I'm on the phone with a woman all day long, man, that's taken away from what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So at the end of the day, it just comes down to, take care of your business, build yourself up, whether you're a man or you're a man or a woman. And once you become the person that you need to be, God gonna bless you with who you need to be with, period. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. And so I can resonate with the fact that you said, don't nobody have time to be on the phone all day. And that is very true.
Mm-mm.
I'm a QT type of person. I like for the person that I'm with to make time for me,
For sure.
for us, because again, we're all busy, right?
Yep, we all
So you
busy. Yep.
can't, for me, men have tried to tell me, well, I'm too busy. I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And I'd be like, yeah, that's cute. But I'm busy too, and I'm raising a daughter
Right.
full time, and I got a lot
Right.
on my plate, and I can still make
Absolutely.
time for you. And so
Right.
it's very important for whoever I'm dealing with to make, and it doesn't have to be every day, all day, right? But
Absolutely. You right.
just something, to where you're
Yeah.
showing me that you're putting forth effort. And
Yep.
that's the effort that I'm talking about, things of that
Yeah.
nature, right?
You right. Yep.
So, what do you have a lot of? Okay, well, let me ask you this. Back up. You throw a lot of events, Joseph, and so
Yes.
for y'all that don't know, Joseph throws like a lot of artist development events, like or artist showcase events where they are doing their thing and they win prizes or whatnot, as well as other things that he puts on, right? And so Joseph, have you ever gotten to that point with a woman where you would say, okay, well, I'm busy, but I have this event. You could just come to the event with me. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
maybe we can knock out two birds with one stone. Have you ever done that?
Yeah. Absolutely. Like like I said, a couple years ago, like I would have my exes come like, hey, I'm doing a toy drive at the children's shelter, or we about to go downtown and feed like 100 people that's homeless right now. Come through, pull up on me. You know what I'm saying? They like, oh wow, you know what I'm saying? So like they would be applaud. So not only are you seeing me in action, but you can actually, spend time with me doing that. So you can actually see my charity and my philanthropy side of me too. So you're actually like, well, dang, this dude is really doing that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't mind, you know what I'm saying? Like having someone come and share that time with me or whatever, because yeah, for sure. Yep, I've
Okay.
done that.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So and for me, I don't know about other women, but for me, because I understand the hustle and I understand the grind,
Right.
I wouldn't be upset with that, right? Like I
Right.
wouldn't be upset that you're knocking out two birds with one stone, right?
Right.
And I would actually, like you said, appreciate to actually see you in action and probably have more respect for you, right? Like, oh dang, like he's really out here doing his thing. So no, I applaud you for that. I really do. Okay, let's change gears here.
Okay.
Now
Let's
you
go.
said that for 2 years you've been single, so you are. And I usually do the niceties at the beginning
Yeah.
of the show, y'all, and I just skipped right over that and
Yeah,
jumped
you did.
straight in with you. My bad. Let's back up a little bit.
Let's
You
go.
are single, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yep.
How old are you?
37.
37. Okay. And how
Yep.
long have you been single?
It'll be 2 years in January. Well, I'm gonna say this because, like, let's get the record straight out here. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people be throwing that, oh, I'm single. No, single and celibate. See, it's the difference. You can't say you single and you still sleeping with people. I'm single and celibate. So yeah, I want to say that there too. You know what I
Just make
mean?
sure
So
that that is
because
clear.
I feel like when you single, you supposed to really isolate yourself and work on yourself. But when you still out in the mix, dating and casually having sex with people, now you ain't single because you still out here giving yourself to people. So you still out here gaining soul ties. So you ain't single.
Okay.
You
So
just
what would you
me. So
call
I
that?
want to say that too.
What would you
What you
call that?
mean? What you mean?
You said they not single, so what would they be? If they're
They
out
lose.
here
I
giving
mean,
something.
I guess they win at the options. I don't know.
What would
I
we
don't know
title
what to
that then
call
if
it.
they're out here
I don't
giving
know what
away
to
clothes?
call it. You know what I'm saying? I guess I don't know what to call it, but you know, but I do. So when I do, you know, like approach a woman or like a woman approach me, like I'll be like, hey, I'm single, but I'm celibate. And then they be like, well, I ain't celibate. I still, well, that's what I'm looking for. I don't want no woman that's out here getting her back broke out. Nah, I'm good, man.
So
Going
what
that
if
way.
she? So
You know
what
what
if
I'm
she
saying?
was
Going
like?
that way. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Go
So
ahead.
what if she was like, okay, so yeah, she meets you, and
Yeah.
you say that you're celibate, and she's like,
Mhm.
I haven't been celibate, but I'm willing to be celibate with you. What if it
Right.
was that?
I mean, well, first I would ask when last time she had sex with somebody though. If she just had sex with a dude about a week or two ago, I'm good because I say that because she probably still got feelings for the dude. You know what I'm saying? So I just try to have discernment, spiritual discernment out here, and yeah, a situationship. Yeah. Miss Attorney Agent. Yeah, you exactly right. So it's a lot of situationships out here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'm just like, okay, so you jumping in situation after situation, but you know, you ain't. But if you say you single is for isolation and solidarity and actually like working on yourself and getting your, you know what I'm saying, just you know, healing. And I just feel like that's what single is all about, just being working on yourself, getting yourself to where you need to get to in preparation for a potential marriage mate, because you're going to tarnish a potential marriage mate if you're already in the mix, getting your back broke out or man, you know, doing this thing. So like, how are you in preparation of a potential marriage if you still out in the mix? You feel me? So for me, I'm just like, it'll be 2 years for me, single celibate. So by the time God gonna send me a woman that's already on my same path, but like I said, be who you need to be, and God gonna send you who you need to be. That's how I feel about
So
that.
what's an appropriate time frame? You said a week or two is not. What's an appropriate time
Nah,
frame
man,
for
she gotta be out that situation for a year plus for me to even consider talking to her. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how it is. Like when you have any type of attachment with somebody
mm-hmm.
on a spiritual level and on a mental level and on the emotional level, you still got ties to a person. So if you just go cold turkey, I'm good. Blocking, you ain't on my Facebook, you ain't on my phone, I ain't talking to you no more, period. You block, I ain't got no ties with you. That's how you really get over somebody. You got to block them out your memory. You got to just delete them, like wish them well, but still, like if you still in communication with somebody that you didn't been with person, you know, 2-3 years, man, you still gonna have ties to them. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I've cut all ties from all my exes. I ain't talked to them in almost 2 years. Well, I might get a text every now and then out the blue. I don't even answer it. I don't even respond to it. For what?
So why has it been 2 years, Joseph?
Well, my last situation, I'm gonna be 100. You know what I'm saying? Because we on their future and we keeping it all the way 100. So
Awesome.
my last situation, I was actually in a love triangle. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just keeping it 100. You know what I'm saying? So I was with, you know, one woman knew about the other woman. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like that was a recipe for disaster because I was, you know, it was a dangerous game. You know what I'm saying? Like women popping up over each other's house and trying to fight and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was crazy. You know what I'm saying?
So
Yeah.
this 2 years was more for you to get right and you to get in a better space.
Yeah, for me, because as far as like a man on his business and, you know, taking care of all my stuff, I've always been good. I've always been a great father and all that. But I just feel like my Achilles heel in life to actually conquer to like where I need to be was you know, putting the cap on my lust. You feel me? I'm gonna be 100 with you. So like now, since I did that, drawn closer to God, repented and did all that, I'm really transforming into the man that I need to be, and that's why I've been blessed and getting so much favor, and it's just so many, you know, so many great, like abundant things have been transpiring in my life, and I just felt like me taking that time out to separate myself from the situations really has catapulted me to where I'm at right now, and it's just life is peaceful, no drama, no talk, nothing. It's just peace and prosperity over here.
So I know you get. I mean, you in the industry. You're around
Yeah.
women all the
Oh
time.
yeah.
I
Bad
know
women.
they shoot their shot,
Oh
Joseph.
yeah. Yeah.
What is it that has not? Why hasn't any of them caught your attention in 2 years?
Because, like I said, it's yeah, they can be bad and all that, but at the end of the day, like I like to talk, like I want to get to know you on a mental and a spiritual level. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I remove all the sex talk. I remove, oh, I'll take you on one date. I ain't paying your damn rent. I ain't doing that. So you can't get me with the tricking. You can't get me with the simping, and you can't get me with the have sex with. Nah, I'm good. I want to get to know you on a mental and spiritual level. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's complicated, or that's an enigma in these days, or whatever. And like like I have a lot of great platonic friendships with a lot of women. They tell me that they truly respect that, because most men, that they lead with their lust and they lead with their wallet, and most women lead with their body. So at the end of the day, it's an even exchange. I call it prostitution out here. It's just, hey, call it what you want to call it, but that's what it is, man. Real talk.
So are you like, are women really asking
yes,
for you
yes,
to pay rent?
Yes,
That's the thing?
yes. After one date. Oh, nigga, you don't pay my rent? No, I pay my own rent, pay my own bills. No, I'm good. I ain't paying your rent. Real talk. That is a fact out here. But you know what? Hey, man, that's the society they be living in, man. They perpetrating this. You know what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be real with you. Me nor none of my close friends.
Yeah. Nah, I mean that is a real thing. I'm telling you. Hey, well, salute. You know what I'm saying? But but for real, man, like, you take a woman out on a date. I ain't saying all women now. Not all women. You know what I'm saying? Because there is some women out here with morals and standards, and I respect that. But I have been on situations. I took a woman on a date. A week later, hey, I'm in a bind. Huh? What you mean? Like, so what are you saying? I need 200 for my light bill. Hey, man, this ain't the word for line over here, shorty. So however you was paying your rent and your bills, you need to go do that, because I ain't him. I got my own bills and my own rent and my own obligations. So you might need to just learn life management a little bit better. You feel me? So like, that be my rebuttal when it comes to those situations. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, you real to the point, straight to the point.
Straight to the point, yeah. And like, for me, it's honestly the best part. So I gotta like say, man, I ain't trying to have sex with you. I ain't paying no rent, none of that. So we gonna get past that. And then once they show me that, hey, we gonna get to know each other as friends and gradually build a great friendship. And then if you applying pressure properly, I'm gonna apply pressure properly. You feel me? But it's gonna be a natural flow. It ain't gonna be no one-sided business. It's gonna always be mutual, always.
So do you always try to be friends first? Because I see a lot of that.
Absolutely. Always. Like I said, friends for sure. I mean, it's like right now, like, I have a lot of great platonic friendships or whatever, but it is possibly one woman out of all them platonic friendships that actually just show interest. Like, she basically told me, Joseph, I like you. I want you to lead me if we ever get, like, only one woman done told me that. So I'm like, all right, well, thank you for being transparent, because I'm like, if you like somebody, just say that. Like, why you want to, like, kind of like smoke and mirrors. If you like somebody, then say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't be like it shouldn't be no, you know what I'm saying?
But then are you considering her? Like, would you, does that make you kind of,
I would say yes, because she the only one that doesn't apply pressure. Okay. You know what I'm saying? The only one that apply pressure, the only one that's celibate, the only one that's been out of a relationship for almost 2 years, just like me. So, it's, I'm like, all right, bet. And like I said, when you vibrating on a certain level, it's just crazy how God just boom. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like, I don't tell her to check in every night. She just do it. Like, I'm checking in. I like, bet. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people don't even want to check in with you. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like once the tone is said, like I said, like, she probably won't be my wife or nothing, but I just feel like she's easy to talk to, and she didn't like apply pressure, like, bringing me, popping up, I'm getting gifts shipped to my house, and I'm like, I ain't even asked for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow, that's like, for me, because I like to give a lot. I give my time a lot. I give my, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so for a person to just come through like that without me even asking, I'm like, man, that's 100 right there.
That's
You know, I'm
real. So
like,
are
damn.
you?
I'm like, that's 100. Then, hey, you need something to eat? You hungry? Can I cash app you anything? Hey, do you need something for your show? I want to help. I'm like, well, damn. I'm like, well, I ain't even gotta ask for it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like when a
Yeah.
person just come through with like you ain't even gotta ask, like that's when it's much appreciated. If I ain't gotta ask you for nothing, and then you just off the rip, man, I got you, but you being genuine with it, because I know when somebody being genuine with me, and I know when somebody got a trick up their sleeve. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like she didn't even know that I was with No Limit and like all the great stuff that I do.
Mm-hmm.
She want to know me for Joseph, not for no celebrity. You want
Yeah.
to know me for me, you know what I'm saying? So that's even better, you know what I mean? So because I just don't want to deal with a woman that's trying to kowtow or like, or just, oh, well, I'm only dealing with you for your celebrity, or well, you're going to be famous and I want to be around you because you're doing this now. Like, I want a solid, genuine person around me. You know what
As
I'm saying?
you should.
So,
As you should. So let me ask you this. Then,
yeah.
because now she's kind of rose to the top because of her efforts, which is what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
she number
Are
one. Yeah,
are
for
you
sure. Yeah.
are you reciprocating the effort?
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? It's like this, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, reciprocation, appreciation.
Mm-hmm.
If it ain't that, it's devastation. You know what I'm saying? But she be like, no, I don't need nothing. I'm like, you should boy. No, you know what I'm saying? Cause I'm like that type of man I am. Cause I don't want nobody saying, oh, well, you trying to use me, take advantage of me, even though that hasn't been um
Great.
said yet, but
Yeah.
still, I like that, but like I said, it's just a healthy friendship. But as far as like outside of my platonic friends with other women I have, I can say she done showed me that she trying to add value and add reverence to the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
I like it. I like it a lot. So let's go to some of these comments. So Dizzy says he is looking for an entertainment attorney. Okay, just follow me, and you'll see how to contact me, my phone number, and my website. Dizzy also says, "What's Joseph's Instagram?" Because I'm an artist looking to perform at one of his events. Follow him as well, right? He'll
Yeah,
follow
yeah,
you, and you'll see all his posts. And then later on, Joseph will tell you a little bit of what he does and how to contact him.
yeah,
And Leah says entanglement. Yeah, I guess it could be called entanglement
yeah,
or
yeah,
situationship, like Christina said. Um,
yeah.
and then Stephanie says we don't do that. And I'm assuming she's talking about, because that's one of my friends that I was telling you
Yeah,
about. We
she
don't
was
ask
talking
for
about
rent.
the whole talking about asking men to pay for their rent and stuff.
We don't ask for rent.
Yeah, yeah,
And not saying that not saying that I wouldn't one day like a man to help me in that effort, right? But just saying that
but
until we get to
but hold
that
on.
point, and until we
But shouldn't that be your husband though?
absolutely. So that's what I
All
was gonna
right,
say.
good.
Until we
All
get to
right,
that point, and until we
right, right,
combine households, and until we're at that
right,
level, I don't expect.
right,
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not asking
right,
for that, 'cause like you said, 9 times I'm only dating a man with his own household anyway. So you
right.
got to
For
pay bills
sure.
over there. You got light bills and water bills, and so do I.
Hey,
Right? Um,
exactly. Salute, salute. Exactly.
right. And
Yep.
so I mean that's part of the hustle, right? Is that
Yep.
I'm out here making sure that my bills is paid, that my child is eating. I'm not looking for
Yep.
nobody to come in and take care of my child. I'm taking care of
Yep.
my child. I'm just looking for
Yep.
a partner in life,
Yep.
right? And eventually
Exactly.
the bills will
Exactly.
come.
And
The splitting of the bills will come, or however we're gonna
yep.
do it, right?
Yep. And that's the thing, because it should be a partnership, not a sponsorship.
There
And
you
that's
go.
basically a huge turnoff. I'm pretty sure, you being a successful, black strong woman or whatever over there on your grind, it'll be a huge turnoff if you go like one date to somebody. And then after that, he like, hey, shorty, let me hold 500. I'm
Yeah.
short on my rent. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You will be
that's
blunt and get
crazy.
it
So
immediately,
that
like I can.
so that should let you know. So like that should give you an indication, like, well, nah, this person ain't good on life management.
Right.
Because
Right.
if he ain't handling his life, shoot, how can he handle like a life with us being, partners together? You know what I'm saying?
Right, and that's what.
Yeah,
So I believe that vetting your potential mate is super important, and actually giving the time to vet people, and that is part of the vetting process, right?
yeah,
Can
for
he pay
sure.
his own bills? I can't be with a man that can't even handle his own bills, because, like you said, I'm thinking long term. How are we
Yeah,
gonna then combine? Now I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I gotta be your money
yeah,
manager, and you gonna be,
yeah,
oh, I'm sorry, I can't help. No, we can't do that. And so
Yeah.
that's part of the vetting process. So if you're already asking me for money up front, and I've only been on one date with you, and I barely even know your last name at this point, or your
Yeah,
middle
that's
name,
crazy.
right? Like, you're blocked and deleted. I can't, because you're not
Yeah.
somebody that I would want to
Yeah,
feel like.
he ain't no leader. He a deceiver.
Right. Right. Now, I'm not saying that men shouldn't need help. I'm not saying that women shouldn't need help. But there's a time and place for all of that, right?
Yeah,
And
you gotta build trust and respect
right,
and Lord, like, man, you got loyalty, man. Like, you know what I'm
right,
saying? Well, not no blind loyalty. Don't be loyalty to the point where you're stupid, but just that stuff gotta be earned. And see, for me, it's like I'm the type of man, like, I don't want your love initially. I want your respect. Respect first, everything else secondary. You know what I'm saying? Because as long as I got your respect and you got my respect, everything else is gonna flow. Because you ain't gonna be out here doing no crap behind my back, and vice versa. And and respect, it equates trust, and then everything else like follows through that. You know what I'm saying? Because a person can say they love you all day, but they still out here disrespecting you. You know what I'm saying?
man.
Straight up.
Right. And I've told somebody, loyalty is big for me. I'm a big loyalty person, and I am loyal sometimes to a fault, right? To
Right.
my family, friends, people that are close to me. And so loyalty is big, and it has to also be reciprocated. If you're not sure, and I'm talking about loyalty can be as small as I'm having a birthday dinner, and you
Right.
didn't come to my birthday, as the man I'm dealing with, and you didn't come to my
Right.
birthday.
Right.
That's disloyal to me. You know what I'm saying? Especially because I've made a big deal about this birthday dinner for like
Right.
2 months, right? And so for you not to come after you've been knowing, that's an example. Like, that is super disloyal to me.
Right.
So
Right.
loyalty is huge out here, and like you said, I mean,
Right.
that loyalty, trust, honesty. Being a leader. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about leadership, and the leadership in a relationship, because I feel like people don't really understand what that entails and what that means.
All
And you
right.
brought that up, so why don't you start off with what you think that is?
Shout out to my Uncle Rock over there, you know what I'm saying? Like, him and his wife, you know what I'm saying, been married for a minute, you know what I'm saying? And he's a primary example of what a husband should be and what a leader should be. So like, I try to get like a lot of like knowledge and wisdom, from my Uncle Rock, because he showed me, we had a house, you know what I'm saying? He take care of things, but it's a beautiful dynamic that him and my Aunt Christy have or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Man, he's the head. That's
Yeah.
old school, man. Old school. You know what I'm saying? He wear the pants, she wear the skirt. Period.
Okay.
It shouldn't be none of that. Oh, want to wear the pants and the skirt now, man. It has to be leaders. Well, I'm gonna say this. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say this. You know what I'm saying? I feel like most women these days that are entrepreneurs, that's on their grind, they don't let men lead because some men don't know how to lead. I'm gonna just say that first. You know what I'm saying? And I agree. If a man trying to destroy you, or he ain't on his grind, or he ain't got his ducks in a row, why should you let him lead you? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A leader, he's a provider, protector. He's gonna give provision, knowledge, and wisdom, and he gonna be on his purpose. Period.
Right. I completely agree with that, and I think leadership is very important, especially for me. I can't speak for everybody else, but for me, as a woman, especially as an entrepreneur woman, I think that who I choose to be with, I also have to be confident in how they lead and where they're going to lead me and my daughter, essentially, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. For
Because
sure.
you can't lead me off a cliff. Like, we're not doing that. And again, the vetting process will determine if this man can lead. Because not all men, but a lot of men think that they can lead.
Right.
And I don't know if that's an ego or pride thing. What I found out is that a lot of them don't even know what being a leader is, number one, right?
Yeah.
Think just because they were born a man that automatically makes them a leader, and that's not the case
Yeah,
at all.
no, just because you was born a man, just because you was born a male, don't make you a man. For
Right.
real. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's
Right.
facts.
And
And that's why I said it's a lot of great women out here. They ain't gonna let no man lead because they ain't leading themselves. If you still out here wanna, chase women and do drugs and kill, rob, steal, and scam and all that, man, that woman ain't gonna let you lead nothing, man. you gonna lead her to an early grave or something. That's
Right.
about it.
To drink
You
it,
know what I'm
right?
saying?
You're gonna lead her to the bottle. And so, and that's what it is that I have a lot. I built a lot from the ground up. I have a lot to lose, right? And so the
Absolutely, for
man that
sure.
comes in to lead me has to be 100% leading me in the right direction and not leading me towards failure, right?
For sure.
Not leading my
Absolutely.
family towards, homelessness and things of that nature, right?
Big time, big time. I agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. So it's like, and vice versa, like I'm building all these, great multiple streams of income. I just can't just have the wrong woman come in and just think you're gonna do what I say. Hell no, I ain't. Man, I already got motion. You're gonna either add to it,
Mm-hmm.
add the value, or add happiness, or add reverence. I can't let you come in and throw it off the train tracks. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, in today's society, you know what I'm saying, it ain't really about who do the role, who do the cooking, and man, because I'm like this. If my old lady come home tired or whatever,
Yeah.
I'm whipping up something. Like right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, my uncle in there, like, he done whipped up something. His wife come home, she got food ready. So it shouldn't be about, who gonna cook. No, man. It's a team. It's teamwork makes the
Team
dream
effort.
work. You feel me? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, it shouldn't be about it. But I just feel like, as long as you got somebody that's really riding with you, that's gonna add to the cause and add in prosperity and not no conflict, then you got you somebody good on your team. You know what I'm saying?
And that's hard to come by nowadays. That's not. I thought that
Yeah.
was kind of, something that everybody just, knows to do, or everybody, something that a lot of people possess. But I'm finding out that that's hard to come by. People don't understand what partnership is, and again, a lot of it is just one-sided. So if you find somebody that you're gelling with, that you're meshing with, and you have that connection with them, and they're sewing into you, and they're putting effort, there's loyalty, there's respect there. Listen,
Yeah.
work on that, because that's hard to come by. It really, really is.
Yep, right. And that's why I said, you know what I'm saying, like being single in isolation for me for almost 2 years now, like I work on myself. Like I'm in the best, like I feel like right now, like I'm in the best relationship with myself right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm happy within myself. I'm like everything is flowing right now. So like I said, I'm gonna already know if the woman gonna add to that. You know what I'm saying? Basically about like where she's at on a mental and a spiritual level. So once I remove sex out of the equation, I ain't blinded by no lust. I ain't blinded by no smoking mirrors. It's now, man, I see you for who you is. You know what I'm saying? Cause now my discernment, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is at an all-time high. You know what I'm saying? Like, believe me, Bree, there be some bad women out here. You know what I'm saying? I just be like, man, like I just like, all right, yeah, you fine and all, but I mean, what's on the inside of you? Because a lot of people, they carry baggage. They go from one entanglement or one situationship to another, but you ain't. You have to heal what needs to be revealed, and that's what I did. I thought being the pimp, the player, the Mac, having all the women at all the shows and VIP popping bottles, yada yada yada. I thought that was a man, but it wasn't, man. It was just like I needed to. That was really, really, really a distraction to like where I needed to be. I was just boosting my male ego and all that pride. Nah, I'm the man. Nah, man, that don't make you a man having all the women. You know what I'm saying? It don't.
Well, okay, so I think I misunderstood when you said that there's some bad females out here. I thought you meant like bad versus good. You meant
No,
bad,
like, I'm talking about, you know what I mean? Yeah, some fine looking women. Yeah. If y'all, so, I'm from Texas, so sometimes, bad mean good. You know what I'm saying? So like if
I
y'all
get it.
y'all in the chat, you know what I'm saying?
Though.
So
I caught on too late.
yeah. I mean, yeah, like be some great looking women here, but I just be like, yeah, shorty, you fine and all. You got the hips and the curves and the pretty face, but what's on the inside of that though? You know what I'm saying? Like let's dig, under the surface. Let's try to peel the layers of the onion back. Are you struggling with like mental health, or you got, you're depressed, got anxiety, you're suicidal, look like you still stuck on your ex? And a woman should ask the man the same question. It's vice versa. At the end of the day,
yes.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You got to break them down.
Say, hats off to you for working on yourself to not spread toxicity. I appreciate that, because not a lot of people do that. You know what I'm saying? So hats off to you for doing that, okay?
Oh, yeah, no doubt. It's a must. I feel like everybody should do it. It's a must. It really is.
Absolutely, because you shouldn't be carrying that toxicness from one relationship to the next. That's not fair
Absolutely.
to the next
Straight
person,
up.
you know.
Yep.
So hats off to you for that. Now we have come to this portion of this show where you tell the people, you know, who you are, what you got going on, and you have a lot going on this week. So tell us a little bit about what you got going on.
All right. Well, I'm Mr. Chapman. I have a charitable nonprofit organization titled Motivated for Success. I've been having my nonprofit for about 6 years now. We do like charity drives, toy drives, shoe drives, food drives for the children's shelter. We work with the battered women's shelter that's going through domestic abuse and trying to get their kids back from CPS. We work with the veteran shelter. I actually have my second annual hygiene drive for the veteran shelter next week,
Okay.
October 22nd or whatever. So we're gonna be doing that. And then I also have a comic book company. I'm a co-author with my son, co-author, co-owner of Imperial Elite Comics. I do that with my son. We released our first issue last year titled Karma Kid, The Power of Positivity. And it's about bringing light to domestic violence, anti-bullying, peer pressure in school. We've been on Channel 25, Good Morning Texas. We've been on Ken's 5, Make Kids Who Make San Antonio Great, and we're about to come out with our second and third comic book, a mini series, and we have our first comic book signing on the 29th of October at it's going to be at the Stash Spot comic book store at the Eisenhower Flea Market. And then boom, running out of breath. So then also run Imperial League Comics, you know what I'm saying, with my business partner like Rock Nobles. Like we do big shows in San Antonio. I'm a concert promoter. Like I work with No Limit Records. I do stuff for like Took the Shock. I work with Young Jock. Man, radio promotion, marketing. I mean, you name it. And then, you know,
Yeah.
I'm a father for sure. You know, take care of my kiddos. I see my son every day since I pick him up from school. And I also work a 8 to 5. I work for a government contract, and I do data entry for the Mayo Clinic. So yeah, I got a lot.
You're doing your thing, yeah.
But
And
first
so
and foremost,
if they
but
want to
first and
see,
foremost, hold on. But first and foremost, I'm a man of God above everything else, and without that, I wouldn't be able to do all these great things in life. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely, I love it. Hey, little bro. So, okay, if they wanted to follow all the amazing things that you're doing,
Uh,
tell them your social media handles.
all right. Well, the music one is at Imperial Elite Music Group. That's the music page. So it's at Imperial Elite Music Group. The nonprofit organization is Motivated, the number 4, Success. So it's Motivated for Success, and there's one S at the end. And the comic book company that I run with my son is Imperial Elite Comics.
Nice, 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 nice. Well, Joseph, this has been an amazing conversation as always. Like I
Oh
said, we
yeah,
have these
I told you it was
conversations.
gonna turn up. I
Yeah,
told you,
yeah,
gonna
we
turn
have
up.
these conversations offline. So this has been an amazing conversation. And I really appreciate you for coming on, and everybody else. I really appreciate y'all for tuning in. Joseph, you've been amazing. I appreciate you.
Oh yeah, you know we're gonna keep it real with it to the hill with it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep it all the way
Absolutely.
real over here. And I hope you, you know, someday find you a great husband as well. You know what I'm saying? Because you're a great woman. I want to shout out to you. You know, you're a phenomenal individual, and you're doing great things in life. And shout out to your podcast, Dear Future Husband. You know what I'm saying? You're doing great things, bro. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, thank you. And for those who are not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe at Reality TV. It's BRIALITY TV. So I see y'all next week, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Bye.
Bye. See y'all later. Okay.